What's up everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect! In the last episode, Good Shepard. I keep forgetting her first name because everyone calls you Shepard in this game and in the rest of the other two. So, yeah, sorry, sometimes I might forget her name. But anyway, this beautiful piece of Swiss cheese here has finally reached Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's now part of our team, she's a companion. If you're curious, she's a full-on biotic user. She's even more advanced, I think, in it than Rex. Rex is kind of like a combination between biotics and guns and, you know, physical attacks. But Liara, no, she's primarily a biotics user, maybe with one or two skills into light pistols or something. I forget. But anyway, we can chat with Kaidan and Ashley about this mission, I believe. So that's exactly what we'll do. Yo.
Commander? Do you have a minute?
I'm listening. What is it?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Oh boy. Well, I hear you. That's fact.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, it's an old-fashioned view, I guess.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice.
Huh.
Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
What did they train you for? Just be ready. Yeah, we did you ready for the team.
I trust you won't have any questions when whatever's coming hits the fan?
None. I'm not questioning the mission. I'm just concerned. Sorry to have wasted your time, ma'am. It won't happen again.
See, other options probably would have led to romancing Kaidan. That's anything but what I want to do. I'll be honest.
Commander?
A tactical appraisal?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. She seems nice enough. Hard to believe she's older than both of us put together.
These two seem awfully romantically inclined. I'm gonna ignore these completely. Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay, goodbye.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Alright. Well. Okay, I think I may have avoided the romancing route. I'm hoping to avoid that with Liara as well, because I absolutely do not want to romance anybody. That's not the point of this playthrough. Because I heard some interesting things can happen if you don't romance anyone in all 3 games. And I want to see what that is. Okay, so we have a requisitions officer. Might as well check in, why not?
Looking for supplies?
Sure.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Yeah, you bet, I bet, we all bet. On someone or who, I don't know. Ooh, well, there's a sniper rifle that... Oh, I think it's the same one we've seen at the stores. 122. The heatsink is kind of crap, but the damage is kind of there. I think I'll stick with the one I have. The damage is just a little lower. If I find a good replacement, that'll be awesome. Now, I might need to look into light armor because... Oh, I actually forgot about all my upgrades. I'll have to look into light armor probably because of Liara. We can check out her specs right now. So there's Liara, and she is compatible only with light armor. See, as a full-on biotic, she's primarily a light armor user. She cannot wear medium or heavy. Unless she has a skill for it, but something tells me probably not. Oh, I do have something. This thing. She can wear it for sure. Let's see. What can I give you, lady? I can give her a boost to shield recovery. Or hardening. I'll try hardening for now. I kind of wish I could see her skills and stuff like that. I definitely know she's a pistol user, and wow, look at that. We did get a better pistol over here. You know what? She might as well make use of it. Why not? We got some cryo rounds. Bypasses shields and decreases accuracy. 10 damage per second for 5 seconds and minus some accuracy. Damage to organics, synthetics, and we're going a bit lower with our, you know, stats and everything. I'm gonna try this one, why not? And... not giving you a sniper rifle, that's for sure. Okay, that's about it for now. She had a different weapon in the bag as well, but I can't really see what it is. Anyway, so Ashley! What is up?
Commander?
How are you doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I believe her.
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Caden, huh? Well, too late.
The damage is done, Williams.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
No, but I am curious about your family.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Ah.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
Aww. He must have been really proud of you.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I can already see, I can already picture this exactly, you know, how they gang up, probably on the, what's the, how to phrase this, the weary soldier, or something.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
So you raised your sisters?
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Okay, so he actually tried to push himself on her? Yikes. Ay, ay, ay. I wasn't sure what to pick on the previous dialogue option because I don't know the details, so I picked something that sounded more neutral. But, that piece of work.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kinda nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Sounds very beautiful.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? Well, I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who were really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
No, that's fine. Goodbye. It was a nice chat.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
You know, Ashley really is not a bad person. She just needs to work out a few kinks in terms of her thinking and some of the, I'd say, beliefs that she had to grow up with, because that's what the climate was back then. People don't really change overnight. It's a process. It's a gradual process. And, you know, hopefully she will change with, you know, having our beautiful team over here. Because in order to survive whatever we're doing and chasing after Saren and stopping his plans, if we all have to perform like a team, and whether she likes it or not, she'll end up bonding with everyone in the end. I mean, because we'll share common goals and stuff like that. I wonder if Rex or Garrus have anything to add.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Ay, ay, ay. Some of these sound a little... The extinction at Genophage sounds something I asked before. Let me just clarify if it's something new.
Are your people really dying?
Yeah, okay, we had that.
We're sure not getting any We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Sure, we can look for it. Why not?
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
I have no problem with that.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
So we got a new quest. Yeah, our companions also have some personal vendettas or, well, not vendettas, but, you know, missions and goals. I'm sure Garrus might have something new to say or add.
Commander, good to see you.
Perhaps he does.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Oh.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
What? Really? That is something that they would trade on the black market.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility. counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Oh.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
I probably would agree more with the CSEC just in case. Although, to be honest, I don't see the full story. Like, did he let the hostages go? I don't know, well... Let's see.
It's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Tough choice.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Well, I'll check it out for you.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Oh, I'll make sure you'll be there. Don't you worry. Right, so let's check in with Tally. She should be the last member of our beautiful team.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Starin's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Well, I won't say that she's royalty, but she's important.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen, but it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
Oh, that's how it always happens in higher circles like that, and stuff like that.
That must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Oh, so I guess we can now ask about her father.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it. Not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
And that's about it.
I should go.
See you later.
So, we got some updates, like, in our codex. I don't know... Oh, we got some updates over here for sure. A little more about aliens.
After the Geth,
Thresher moths are subterranean carnivores that spend their entire lives eating or searching for something to eat. Threshers reproduce via spores that can lie dormant for millennia, yet are robust enough to survive prolonged periods in deep space and atmospheric re-entry. As a result, thresher spores appear on many worlds, spread by previous generations of space travelers. The body of a thresher never entirely leaves the ground. Only the head and tentacles erupt from the earth to attack. In addition to physical attacks, threshers have the ability to project toxic chemicals and emit bursts of infrasound as a shockwave weapon. The Alliance first encountered threshers on the colony of Akuz in 2177. After contact was lost with the Pioneer team, Marine units were deployed to investigate. The shore parties were set upon by hungry threshers, and nearly the entire assault force was killed. Alliance forces recommend engaging threshers with vehicle-mounted heavy weapons.
I think that was the tragedy, or, well, not tragedy, but the experience that the survivor background goes through, and that's fighting and surviving in Akuz. I think that's the one that's relevant to our character specifically. Oh boy, we got a lot of things over here. So more about council races. Like, we haven't explored much about the Asari. There's some about Salarians. Oh, the League of One, for instance. I forgot about it. Might as well do a little bit of reading. At least for the races that we know of over here, and maybe the Quarians. The non-council races. Oh, and yeah, we got some more info about our enemies as well, which is beautiful. Okay, so we get we have the Asari culture. Excuse me, give me a moment to sit a bit more comfortably. All right, I'm ready. Because of their long lifespan, Asari tend to have a long view, not common in other races. When they encounter a new species or situation, the Asari are more comfortable with an extended period of passive observation and study than immediate action. They are unfazed that some of their investments or decisions may not pay off for decades or centuries. Matriarchs can seem to make incomprehensible decisions, but their insight is evident when their carefully laid plans come to fruition. In interstellar relations, this long view manifests in an unspoken policy of centricism. The Asari instinctively seek to maintain stable balances of economic, political, and military power. Traditionally, Asari spread their influence through cultural domination and intellectual superiority. They invite new species of advanced development to join the galactic community, knowing that their ideals and beliefs will inevitably influence the existing culture. Now, since we have the side quest about the League of One of the Salarians, might as well read on about it. Before they joined the Citadel Council, the Salarians' most potent military tool was a small reconnaissance team known as the League of One. Their primary training was in espionage and assassination. Never more than a dozen strong, the team was adept at infiltrating the tightest defenses and eliminating all necessary obstacles. Only a few top members of government and military were privy to the League's identities. League members were no distinguishing garments and held no particular rank. The only evidence of their participation in the League was a small medallion presented to each member upon induction. This secrecy was maintained until the formation of the Council. In an effort to dispel rumors and appease their new Asari partners, the Salarian Union released all classified documents pertaining to the League. The League of One was suddenly exposed and in danger of being hunted by enemies of the Salarians. Before any harm could be done, the team mysteriously disappeared. Most assumed this was a convenient lie to help hide their identities, but a few months later, the inner cabinet was murdered. Though there was no incriminating evidence, it was clear who was responsible. Realizing the threat posed by this rogue outfit, the Special Tasks Group dispatched a team of hunters. When they didn't return, the STG dispatched 10 of its brightest operators with broad discretionary powers. Only 2 returned. They reported no evidence of the League. No further incidents were reported, and it was assumed the League was wiped out. Some recently declassified documents, however, have suggested there may have been a 13th member who eluded the Solarian military. Okay, now we have the Turians biology. Oh boy, we're getting our bio lesson. we don't have anything about the others though, not yet anyway. Let me prepare a little because it is quite a long read that I'm doing. The Turian homeworld, Palaven, has a metal-poor core generating a weak magnetic field and allowing more solar radiation into the atmosphere. To deal with this, most forms of life on Palaven evolved some form of metallic exoskeleton to protect themselves. Their reflective plate-like skin makes Turians less susceptible to long-term, low-level radiation exposure, but they do not possess any sort of natural armor. A Turian's thick skin does not stop projectiles and directed energy bolts. Although life on Palaven is carbon-based and oxygen-breathing, it is built on dextro amino acids. This places the Turians in a distinct minority on the galactic stage. The Quarians are the only other known sapient dextroprotein race. The food of humans, Asari, or Solarians who evolved in levo amino acid-based biospheres will at best pass through the Turian systems without providing any nutrition. At worst, it will trigger an allergic reaction that can be lethal if not immediately treated. Okay, so that one is pretty interesting. So they cannot eat the same foods. They have to be very different. I wonder if it's the same thing for humans, if they try to eat, or rather the levos, if they try to eat dextroprotein stuff, if it's gonna have the same reaction or not. I'm kind of curious about it. Now we have more about the Turian culture. While Turians are individuals with personal desires, their instinct is to equate the self with the group, and to set personal desires for the good of all. Turians are taught to have strong sense of personal accountability, the Turian honor that other races find so remarkable. Turians are taught to own every decision they make, good or ill. The worst sin they can make in the eyes of their people is to lie about their own actions. Turians who murder will try to get away with it, but if directly questioned, most will confess the crime. Interesting mentality over there, actually. Turians have a strong inclination towards public service and self-sacrifice, so they tend to be poor entrepreneurs. To compensate, they accept the mercantile Volus as a client race, offering protection in exchange for their fiscal expertise. The Turian military is the center of their society. It is not just an armed force, it is an all-encompassing public works organization. The military police are also the civic police. The fire brigades serve the civilian population as well as military facilities. The Corps of Engineers builds and maintains spaceports, schools, water purification plants, and power stations. The Merchant Marine ensures that all worlds get needed resources. And now let's read about their military doctrine. Although they lack the brutality of the Krogan, the skill of the Asari, and the virtuosity of the humans, the Turian military has formidable discipline. Officers and NCOs are lifers with years of field experience. Enlisted personnel are thoroughly trained and stay calm under the fire. Turian units don't break. Even if their entire line collapses, they fall back in order, setting ambushes as they go. A popular saying holds, "You will only see a Turian's back once he's dead." Boot camp begins on the 15th birthday. Soldiers receive a year of training before being assigned to a field unit. Officers train for even longer. Most serve until the age of 30, at which point they become part of the reserves. Even if they suffer injuries preventing frontline service, most do support work behind the lines. Most do support work behind the lines. I accidentally put the wrong emphasis in the beginning. Biotics are uncommon. While admired for their exacting skills, biotics' motives are not always fully trusted by the common soldier. The Turians prefer to assign their biotics to specialist teams called cabals. Command and control is decentralized and flexible. Individual squads can call for artillery and air support. They make extensive use of combat drones for light duties and practice combined arms. Infantry operates with armor, supported by overhead gunships. Strategically, they are methodical and patient, and dislike risky operations. Tradition is important. Each legion has full-time staff of historians who chronicle its battle honors in detail. The oldest have records dating back to the Turian Iron Age. If a legion is destroyed in battle, it is reconstituted rather than replaced. The Turians recruit auxiliary units from conquered or absorbed minor races. Auxiliaries are generally light infantry or armored cavalry units that screen and support the main Turian formations. At the conclusion of their service in auxiliaries, recruits are granted Turian citizenship. Oh boy, and the Unification War. I think that's the last thing I'll read for now. At about the time I cannot read. Although I can, I just did it right before this entry. Okay, let me take a little breather. Hold on. At about the time the Solarians and Asari were forming the Council, the Turians were embroiled in a bitter civil war. The Unification War, as it was later named, began with hostilities between the colonies furthest from the Turian homeworld, Palaven. These colonies were run by local chieftains, many of whom had distanced themselves from the hierarchy. Without the galvanizing influence of the government, the colonies became increasingly isolated and xenophobic. Colonists began wearing emblems or facial markings to differentiate themselves from members of other colonies, and open hostilities became common. When war finally broke out, the hierarchy maintained strict diplomacy and refused to get involved. After several years of fighting, less than a dozen factions remained, and the hierarchy finally intervened. By that time, the chieftains were too weak to resist. They were forced to put an end to fighting and renew their allegiance to the hierarchy. Though peace was restored, it took several decades for animosity between colonists to fade completely. To this day, most Turians still wear the facial markings of their home colonies. As a point of interest, the Turian term barefaced refers to one who is beguiling or not to be trusted. It is also a slang term for politicians. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, that's it for reading. Oh, I'm exhausted. And I think it's a good time to actually start further in our, adventures and stuff like that. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's go upstairs through this very painstakingly slow elevator. I mean, seriously, look at the crawl. Why do you even do an elevator? You could have just, I don't know, have a normal ladder or something. I mean, sorry, steps. Staircase. I keep forgetting my words, man. Yep, you're saluting. Thank you very much. I wonder, does Joker have anything to say Since Liara is part of the main mission. Oh, well, look at that. We're getting more codex entries. I should probably walk around the ship a little and stuff like that. Joker, hey, what's up?
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Let's see. Earning medals is hard. That's not why I'm here. You sure you want to do that? Yeah. You sure you want to do that?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I don't really... I mean, I just want to talk?
I like to know my crew.
Oh, never mind, that's the same.
I can see where... You, top of my class in flight school, I earned that.
Yeah, sorry, I did not mean to offend
Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Okay, bye. But yeah, so we can come to him during main missions, primarily. And he'll have a little bit of something to say. Oh, I forgot to check in with you guys.
Yes, Commander?
I guess nothing special.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, no matter. I'll continue on. So we did Liara's quest. I can maybe tackle on side missions, perhaps? Perhaps, yeah. Oh, and we cannot go to Therum. Or, you know what? We can actually also go to one of the two planets, Pharos or Noveria. There's also an asteroid over here. That's actually, I think, the DLC. Oh, actually, let me check which side quests we have. Maybe I should check out. So we have Rex's family, Argus Row Cluster, Kepler Verge, Herschel System. Okay, we can go there. Locate signs of battle, blah blah blah. Sorry, writings, minerals. Oh, I finished the gases, thank God. But all this stuff, though, I have a way to go, a long way. Hostile takeover. What was that other system? Han system of the Gemini Sigma. Or Gemini, my bad. Oh yeah, I have to speak to Kaholka, forget about that. Go to Stranus system in the Horsehead Nebula. Search for some brother. I still have the fan quest with that crazy man. There's one about strange transmission in the Hawking ETA cluster. And Hydra system. Oh, Argus Row. Okay, sure, we can go to Argus Row. We have 2 quests in there then. Okay, so it's decided. Argus Row it is. Zoom out, please. More. Where is Argus Row? Ah, there it is. Let's go. I see 2, Hydra and Phoenix. And is that it? Or is there really only 2? It's hard to see because it's all blue. But I think that's about it. Okay, let's go to Hydra first.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Oh.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
How can I help?
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here.
Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do that as well. So let's explore the planets. Ooh, survey, another gas. I have enough gases to last a lifetime. Like, I really need metals and stuff like that. And rare
message coming in.
Minerals.
Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Cargo's. Communications failing. Life support. Emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Oh, well, I think you might be dead. Oh, level 2 hazard. Cadrum, survey. Okay, Turian insignia recovered. Scans of the planet Cadrum revealed dangerous levels of radiation coming from orbit. Chief Engineer Adams conducted further scans and discovered the remains of an ancient warhead marked with a Parthia colony insignia. Let me just... Ah, sorry, I may have clicked on you already. Okay, so you're the only one that's left to go. You are called Medgus, level 2 heat hazard. You look like a volcanic planet, actually. Medgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It is It is a mineralogical treasure trove with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Medgos is inhospitable and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. With its high mass, heat-trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting, Medgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. Okay, well, let's land. We'll see what it is to be on a hazardous planet. Okay, so who do I want to... I think I want to take those two guys with me. We'll have guy power this time. Well, minus me, of course. And maybe on the next mission, excavation, I'll take Dr. Tissoni with me. Alright. So also gonna be a great time to look into equipment, just in case to see I got... Oh wow, I have a very, very tough rifle over here. 234! Where did I pick that up? Holy smokes. Okay, nothing armor-wise for you. Well, I have a better armor, so... yeah, you're good to go. You're good, you're really good to go, my good friend. And any better pistols? I gave the other one to Tissoni. Squad. Actually, Garrus might... Oh, you have a lot of points so to make use of. Oh, let's see. Advanced adrenaline bursts. That might not be bad. Advanced sabotage. Might invest in it. Sniper. Advanced assassination. Master overkill. Firing assault rifles generates no heat and does 100% more damage. Well, I have a pretty good one already, so that's fine. Master Sabotage. Does 100 damage in 8-meter radius. In a 10-meter. Overheats enemy weapons, burns them for 4 damage per second. Enemies cannot use biotic tech abilities for short periods, adds 45% cooldown time, stuns most enemies for 3 seconds. Oh, that's actually not bad. And I can boost up his Turian agency. And stuff like that. You know what? How much do you damage by 20 and accuracy by 30? Right now it's approximately 16 and 24. Which isn't too bad, really. I'm gonna go into a sniper rifle. I'll give you advanced shield boost. And maybe I'll give you okay, we reached the damping part, so that's fantastic. And I'm gonna probably attempt to accuracy with all weapons and more damage. I'm gonna give him more assault training so that he can get an advanced adrenaline burst. You got only 1 point in here. I think I forgot to invest it. Whoopsie, my bad. Immunity. Okay, that doesn't sound bad. Why not? We'll get to it. No problemo. And I have 2 points. Oh, okay, I should be getting this. No wonder I couldn't revive Tally on the last mission where we tried to rescue Liara. It's because I didn't have Unity. My bad, I forgot that I had to get to it before I can acquire it, actually. Alright. Okay, so we got everything. So, I forgot, this is called Medgauss. Let me check very quickly what I need for this planet. So you are Medgauss, eh? Where are you, Medgauss? Okay, got it. Okay, so there are 2. There's an extra thing over here somewhere, and another one over there. How do I anomaly, transponder signal? You know what? Let's go in a circle like this. So we're first gonna go for the question mark over here. Hopefully there's no pressure moss. Oh my god, oh, that was a bad decision. Oh boy. I can already tell this is gonna be one of those terrains that is such a brilliant joy, or rather it will give me such brilliant joy just to traverse and try to climb right against gravity. Beautiful. Actually, it's not quite bad yet. It might get worse though. Oh boy. Okay, there it is. Whatever you are. Ah! Okay, that worked. Okay. Now, because there's a hazard, we cannot stay out here for long, so we gotta do this. Oops, my bad. Okay, it's a Turian insignia. While searching the wreckage, he found a very old letter stamped with a Gothis colony insignia. Unfortunately, the text is indecipherable. Okay, now quick, chop chop. And next is gonna be here. That's the way I deemed it to be. Alright, so maybe this way. Oh boy, look at the flat lands over there. That's beautiful. Flat lands, my favorite thing. At least when it comes to these automatically generated worlds. I mean, theoretically, what I'm assuming how they generated these worlds is by having a texture and using values from 0 to 1. I think 0 is black and 1 is white to generate the terrain. And then they kind of like blend it seamlessly of sorts. Or not, who knows. Or it was literally randomly generated in some kind of equation, which does exist in some 3D software, like maybe not quite an equation per se, but there is something like that in Cinema 4D, if you know the software. It's one of those softwares used for rigging, animating, modeling, texturing, doing the UVs, and all that beautiful stuff for 3D and for movies, for video games, everything we see nowadays, pretty much. Really all great stuff. Oops! That was... Okay, this one is a... Ooh, I did it. Got some ammo, pretty much. Okay, so the next step is somewhere over here. Climb up, Shepard. Or not. You can descend. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna be trapped in here. Oh. Sometimes it's... Ouch. Oh, wait, no. There's a way. Almost ready. Okay, now we gotta turn this around. Yeah. Least favorite part of these worlds is when you get terrain like this. What is just very awful ridges that you have to climb up like you're swimming in some treacherous waters and getting seasick. I assume that's how everyone inside the Mako must be feeling. Rex, Garrus, Gouda, everybody. Okay. Oh boy, we got out. Ah, it's a mineral. Okay. Oh, don't tell me it's inside the pit. There it is.
Redeploying.
It will be fun to get out of here. Okay, heavy metal, mercury, fantastic. Go. And 2 more spots near the question mark. Oh boy. Oh, never mind. There's a way over here. I think my Mako actually took some damage. I see a little bit less of the red, funny enough. So I guess you can sort of take full damage. It's just very small and minuscule. Actually, that's the same word, really. Well, flatland. Oh, wait. Don't tell me there's a thresher maw. It's way too flat. That's why there's a distress signal. There's a thresher maw.
There's the wreckage. The signal must be coming from there.
Oh.
Shepard. Yeah, there's a trail.
Whee! Hello? Hello? Are you done? Oh! My bad, did not notice you before. Okay, done. Let me get the mineral first, though. Okay, so that one was a trap. Interesting. So they actually tried to kill us, huh? Well, that was a very pathetic trap if it was one. I mean, it was, but yeah, pathetic.
I'm on my way.
Very, very weak. They may have the numbers, but we have the superior experience and survivability. Beautiful team, fantastic team. And they don't. Absolutely nobody. Well, we can still examine the object, so why not? Hi? Examine the object? Wait, I can't? Decoy transmitter. Wait, so I cannot do anything about it? Oh. Oh, well then I guess we can leave this planet. Alright, buddies. Let's return to the Normandy. The Medgos is done, so I can delete it off my list. And we can quick save. Okay, who's next on our list? Let's zoom out. Garrus's thing should be somewhere here. In the Argus row.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
That's the quest I've actually been waiting for, so thank God we got it. Let me first, Oh, well, I found a landable planet already. But, Garrus said it should be a ship, I think. Oh, finally, I got a rare element, samarium or something. Haha, not you. Webinok. Light metal cobalt. Also great. Now, there might be an asteroid that we can survey. Or it might be one of those, carbonaceous asteroid, eh? It's emitting a weak intermittent signal at a frequency of 1540 megahertz. A protein data disk recovered. During a scan of the Phoenix system, of the Phoenix system asteroid field, you detected an odd energy reading that Tali determined was Quarian in nature. She led a recon team into the asteroid field where she discovered an abandoned freighter. The team could not determine why the ship was there, but they did find a protein data disk on board. Oh, very peculiar. Tashi. I'm kind of confused. Give me a moment. Wasn't your buddy, forgot his name, in Argus Row? Oh, my bad, it was Kepler Verge. Oh, that means Rex is on Argus Row, maybe. He's hiding at a base somewhere in Argus Row. Oh, okay, so it's gonna be Rex's quest. My bad, so it's gonna be that planet that is landable. Okay, Tuntao. Ooh, interesting one. Tuntao is an enormous low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 20 AU from Phoenix, the stars' great heat and insulating thickness of the atmosphere make the surface surprisingly temperate. The crust is mainly composed of sodium and silicon dioxide, with deposits of various light metals. While Tuntao is habitable, the relative pleasantness of the surface condition make it a popular location for small ships traveling through the Argus Row cluster to land for drive discharge. Okay, that's exactly where we want to go, Tuntao. And Rex, you wanted to come with us, and I promised to take Liara with us. I gotta spec her anyway. So this is Tuntao. Let me go get it. Tuntao. Okay, I got it. Let's see. Okay, so we got the hidden structure. I got myself over here. There should be another object here and here, so we're gonna start with, obviously, the non-mission destinations for us. And let's check up with Liara, actually, by first going into the squad. Okay, so what can you do? Oh, you have absolutely no specialization with the weapons. So I can actually give you an assault rifle and you should be fine with it. She pretty much needs just one weapon, I think. And she'll be fine. Alright, so what do you have? You have throw, lift, warp, singularity, barrier, stasis, first aid, and electronics. And you have the Asari scientist. Reduces recharge time on all biotics by 4%. First aid heals an additional 20 points of damage. Reduces recharge time on first aid by 5%. And that's the one she has by default. So, oh, I cannot do it. I cannot check it there. Okay, my bad. So she has the same throw as Rex. If you want to compare and contrast, he has warp, throw, barrier, and stasis, while she has lift, singularity. Oh, and he also has barrier. Yeah, he has barrier. So she has like... Oh, she has 3 more. Warp is the one that Rex... Oh, he does have it. Never mind. My bad. So she only has 2 more than what Rex has. Lift and singularity didn't seem to be too bad. So I am gonna get Warp and try to unlock singularity. That will help us out. So what it does is projects a sphere of dark energy that creates an intense Mass Effect field. Nearby enemies and objects will be drawn into the singularity, unable to escape its gravitational pull. You can see why it can be pretty damn useful. So I can invest a bit into it. Maybe this much at the moment. We'll make sure I'll give you a barrier. And so that you can get lift, at least at its basic level. So what lift does is literally what it says. It lifts, how to say this? Projects a sphere of powerful contra-gravity. Any object or creature caught in the area effect will be lifted into the air. Enemies will be temporarily immobilized until they fall back to the ground. Each point spent increases duration of lift. By default, it lasts 6 seconds, takes 60 seconds to recharge, and the accuracy cost is 80%. And we can increase the duration and make sure it doesn't waste as much accuracy cost. With singularity, it also has accuracy cost, but it stays the same, it seems. And it just increases the radius. Now, I can also invest into stasis, and I will. Let's give her some Asari scientist perks. So maximum she can get is 14% for recharge. And additional... first aid heals an additional 50 points of damage. I'll give her 3 for now. And she can also learn electronics, which also doesn't seem to be too bad. It can be helpful when fighting the Geth, I'll be honest with you. But I'll keep it like this for now. And she can get... I'll definitely give her advanced throw. And we can get a definitely better radius for lift. And so that it doesn't take a hit on the accuracy part. And I'll give her advanced barrier so she can protect herself better. Now, improves recharge time, duration as well. By default, it's 12.5 seconds. Unable to move or attack, but also immune to damage. I'll keep only one. I'm not a big fan of stasis. I'm more a fan of the rest of the stuff that we have, to be honest with you. I'll give her some into electronics. That's about it for now. And that is it for her. Oh, Rex, did what happened to your fitness point? I thought we invested into it. I guess something got cancelled. I can get Unity though. Voila! Now I can finally heal all my beautiful companions. And I might consider fitting in, or rather, getting all points into it. But I do want to get Advanced Assassination. Alright, so let me check in with Liara, equipment-wise. So you can actually give me that pistol back. Where are you? There you are. I'm gonna give you this one instead. You can take it. I, however, will take the better one, in case I do need it. You, my friend, are gonna carry a really good assault rifle. I'm gonna take this thing, make sure it's gonna be empty. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna have assault rifle stuff. Although this one has a crappy accuracy setting. She can perhaps have a shotgun instead. But it has to be close range though. Let's think about this. Damage, but heat absorption. Minus 20%. Yeah, so it overheats much more. Not for me. Plus 9% accuracy is not a lot for this thing. You know what? Maybe I am gonna give you... I can certainly give you a better sniper rifle. That should help you out a little bit. Yeah, sure, take this. Take a shotgun. You know what, maybe it is... maybe having pistols for Liara is probably a better thing, I don't know. It's just that I don't like the fact that the accuracy is just so low, and her abilities does have some accuracy affecting stuff, but I'm not sure if it's for her or the enemy, which is unclear to me. We're gonna make sure... I'm gonna give you this. And for now... Let me think. I'll give you some weapon force. Alright, so this is as much as I'm willing to have for her at the moment. Okay, let's save and let's head over to the to our first point, which seems to be somewhere beyond the mountains. I can see if I can scale the corner over there. The climb is a little too steep otherwise. Okay. So far so good. Alright. Oh, holy. Oh, that was a little rough. Okay, let's make sure I don't damage this thing further. Oh, I see a pyramid. I think that's the object of interest for us. Interesting. What do we have over here? Ah, Asari capsule. Might be one of those Matriarch Benizia writings. Yeah, it is. You found one Matriarch Benizia's writings on this body. Oh, sorry, one of Matriarch Delinga's. I called her Benizia too. Oh my god. I just realized as I reread it. You found one of Matriarch Delinga's writings on this body. It's possible the writings came from the nearby ruins. Should I go look at the ruins? That is my my question. Hey, Liara, do you have anything to say?
Ready. On your order, Shepard.
Okay, that's all she says. Okay. Let's take a look at the pyramid, perhaps. Maybe it has something interesting about it. Oh, I cannot descend over here. Okay, let's go all the way up. I can actually scale this. Or rather, you know, climb this. But it doesn't seem to have anything of interest. Well, alright then. So my next target is somewhere over yonder. I can just go around through... Oh, right over there. Perfect. Look at the mountain though, it's ginormous. And I can just cut over here. At least it's not so rough. Oh, actually, never mind. I might take my words back. It is a little rougher now. But before it was pretty smooth ride. Oops. Okay, keep swimming. Keep swimming, Gouda. Yeah, so far my swimming is pretty good too. Just like Shepard's name. She's pretty good a person as well. Alright. Mercury. Now we go over here. Oops, I just ran over you. My bad. Oh boy. That was a little rougher than I thought it would be. Oh my gosh, the poor Mako tank is just getting thrown around like a rag doll. Come on, you can do this. Sail it over. And somewhere, I see it. Crashed probe. Well, let's see what you're about. Begin manual bypass. Beautiful. Can't do it yet. This is... shoot. Might be a... Goddamn. That one was one of the many failures you're gonna see. Oh, that was such a risky move, but it worked. Okay, worked out perfectly. And now the other destination is somewhere over here, and the final one is gonna be that exclamation mark. The hidden structure, which I assume is... Oops, my bad. I ran over the little probe. The hidden structure might be related to Rex's quest, I think. Oh, it's a mineral, thank God. Hopefully it's a useful one. I mean, I pretty much have all minerals on need for, you know, excavation. Wow, this one is right on the edges. Why in the world did they put it here? Weird, but okay. Light metal, lithium, great, fantastic. And we can go right to that point over... Oops. Over there.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operation.
I know. I'm not a dummy, but the mineral was literally at the edge. What should I have done? Oh, thank God, smooth right over there. I say this as my Mako keeps sailing off to the sides, making curves, flips. Actually, surprisingly enough, it hasn't even flipped a single time. Well, it kind of almost did, but it was fine. And I took some health, actually. I can see it over here. My health took some hits. Now, since this is like semi-smuggler structure, I assume there might be enemies waiting for us. So I should be prepared to fight. Unless they're all inside, then that's a different story. Wow, it's pretty damn far away. Ah, I see enemies. I see enemies lurking. Already. Well, well, well. I'll make sure I'll pulverize you into pulp. Hello! Your cavalry is here! Well, that was easy. Yeah, I can park over here, not so bad. Okay, Rex, this is the time of our lives. We are gonna go into battle. You, I, and Liara. Also, Liara, can I check what you have? Because I always wondered if first aid ever gets tagged over here, but no, it does not. For now, she's prioritizing a pistol, which is fine by me. And you're prioritizing the assault rifle. So that's also fine. Maybe I should make you prioritize the shotgun. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Interesting, something new.
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Yep, we're gonna make sure we're gonna get it, Rex, so no worries. And I see a whole bunch of red dots. I know there's somewhere in here. Goddamn.
Take cover!
God damn it!
Enemy is everywhere! Ah!
Well, she's gonna take care of that one. Woo!
Go, go, go!
Hello! I need to do a shield boost.
Shield down.
Oops! Woo! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to hide somewhere. I did not expect that guy to just waltz in. Probably my fault for picking such a close quarter area. Hello?
Go, go, go!
Come on! Get out! Liara, do you want to use any of your abilities? No, she cannot. What about you, Rex? He used everything as well. Damping. Well, he's almost dead. Not so bad, okay. I survived this somehow. Oh, there's another one.
Go, go, go!
Did you have a glitch somewhere? Hi. I kinda took down my own shields, I think, but fine. Works for me. Oops! That was a miss!
Hold the line!
Ooh. God damn. Where are you? One of you is done. Someone is over here. Can't really tell. Ah, there you are. Mr. Pirate, eh?
Now it gets fun.
And there's one more somewhere in here. Where are you? It was a Turian. Well, that works for me. Might as well say that was a success, even though I was a little reckless, but you know what? Not too shabby. Okay, there's a medical kit. Fantastic. I get the Medigel, even though I have a lot of them already. Some ammo. Hardened crate. Huh. There was an upstairs too, so we should check that out. Oh, that was so congested, but we did it. Oh, querying the armor. Hopefully it's a good one. Medium gladiator armor. Okay. Oof. I just got a whole bunch of stuff. No, you kind of suck. Yeah. I got a whole bunch of sniper rifles, though. Many of them not so good. Ooh, and I got the same copy of the pistol, so Liara can get a better pistol. Well, sort of. It has a kind of crappy heatsink. So, huh. Let's see if there's any more weapon caches or crates. In this labyrinth, they might as well be, hidden. In some kind of a nook and cranny. Although, I'm walking around and I'm not really seeing anything. So for all I know, that wall might have been the only place on this floor that has any loot. Unless there is something on these shelves, but nah, they're empty. Weird that they would have shelves and they're all will be empty. Well, are all empty. Okay. Anyone over here? To, exercise my prowess of the sniper rifle? No? Too bad. To be honest, I'm just lazy to switch my weapon from sniper rifle to, my pistol whenever it's close quarters. I'm just lazy. Oh, well, they were just regular pirates, I guess. Well, semi-regular, but... Apparently I got a new Omni tool. That sounds great. Let me check it out. Ooh, so you give me tech cooldown, med recharge, and shield boost. Well, I like the tech cooldown. It's pretty useful for me because I am the tech person. So that works for me. Upgrade kit. Some Medigel. Another kit. Oh, biotic amp. That's something that Liara can use, I think, and Rex too. Oh, that's a good one. This one. Liara, you got a boost to you. Now, the only thing I need is the same boost for Rex, and he'll be set. And she also can benefit from the Omni tool, actually. But she doesn't have anything related to tech, so the one I have works for me. It can also work for Tally, but eh.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
I wonder why Shepard looks so terrifying in that lightning. It's like, oh my god. Rex touches his grandfather's armor, his expression thoughtful, perhaps. Krogan are hard to read. Then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with renewed purpose. Time to move on. So, I bet we have a lot of stuff to talk about on the ship, eh? So now we can... Yep, guys.
Heading to position.
I think they got stuck or something. Ah, well. It happens. Oh, never mind. They're catching up. Alright, guys. So we are done. Wait, but... I still have a quest marker for it. Or maybe it's meant to stay in there. I have no idea. But anyway, let's go back to Normandy. Hey! And we have some things to talk about with Rex. Oops, my bad. Wrong turn. I keep forgetting that that door over there leads to the conference and not the staircase. It's kind of like my bad. Alright, so... Rex should be able to have some new dialogue, I think. So let's see what he has to say.
Shepard?
So you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
Okay, that's about it.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Oh boy, we did get a new armor for Tali. I might as well check out. Much better than what you have right now, girl. It's also blue armor. That was kinda amusing. Any other better pistols I picked up? Not really, apart maybe from this one, but the accuracy is much lower, so maybe not. Ooh, I did pick up a good shotgun, unless I should give it to Rex. Yeah, ooh, wow, good assault rifle. Well, I do want to pick up Garrus with me. Oh, he already has a good one. Good. So, Rex, my buddy Rex, you're about to get a very fantastic upgrade with slightly better accuracy rating too. Is there also a good boost to accuracy, if I got any? Let me check the shotgun. Okay, so there is a good one too. But I feel like I should get Tali a little edge in the shotgun department, since Rex has a good assault rifle. So I'll give her a shotgun that she can use. She's not much of an assault rifle person, so that's fine. Can I update damage to synthetics? I guess that's gonna be the best one for Tally. Oh wait, there was something else actually. Ooh, shield bypass and minus 20% damage. Instead of projectiles, upgraded weapons release energized protons capable of bypassing kinetic barrier shields. However, the actual damage inflicted on the target is... Oh, okay, so she inflicts less damage. Oh, never mind. But if she has a very good shotgun, it might not be so bad. Actually, I don't know. It's complicated. It theoretically might be fantastic for, like, a pistol or something. I should upgrade my own stuff, come to think of it. That usually means upgrading this thing. What do I have over here? Toxic damage. You know what? Since I don't use pistols as much, I might as well... One second. Cooling lasers capable of ammunition into... collapse ammunition to a small bone Einstein condensate, or condensate. A mass of supercooled subatomic particles capable of snap freezing impacted objects. You know what? I might as well try out this one for a change. Why not? And you are gonna get upgraded toxic damage. Any new armor stuff I can use? No, nothing in the health department. Okay, already. Sally, my girl, I'm gonna give you the, this one. Might as well have it. Rex, you have the 30 shield bypass. And reduction in damage. Yeah, I should probably change it. Might as well get this one too. And we have over here weapon force. Let's use shield bypassing. And then we have Garrus. You have toxic damage. Do I have any more toxic damage? Doesn't seem like it. I have the 35, which is a little bit better than before. What do you have in here? Some damage versus organics. Have this one instead. We'll work around with it. Why not? I have level 3 detection. Yeah, that's the one for us right now. Okay. I sorted everything on that front. And I guess I can pretty much end the episode over here. So thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I think in the next episode I'm probably gonna pay a visit to what's her face? Nisana. I'll probably sell a lot of stuff off screen since I swapped a lot of things as well right now with everybody. So there's a lot of shopping to be done. So I'll do my best to do all of those things. Well, shopping off screen, and then we'll start the episode with finding that Nisana. Though the only one who's left to chat with is really that Asari lady who says, "Not right now. I don't want to talk right now." And yeah, we have met her, so that is her. She's the one who hangs around the embassies and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. We had some dialogue and team developments so far. A lot of stuff happening. And we've done Rex's quest. So hopefully I'll talk to this Nisana lady, do her quest, and maybe I'm thinking perhaps of, well, going into perhaps maybe Novaria. At least I think that's a good place to start. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.